So today is makeup again. I'm going to show you how to do a winged eyeliner. A lot of you are scared of doing that, you know, don't really know where to start, it always looks bumpy or whatever. I'm going to show you an easy way of creating it. I'm actually going to show you without liquid liner, but you can use liquid liner in this same way if you really wanted to. So I've done my base already because you've seen me do that a number of times now. So I've just put on the pure foundation, so that's one of the matte, more heavier coverages, and then I've dusted myself with the medium luminous powder, just to get rid of any shine, but it's still got a healthy look to my skin. And then I've put on the medium concealer, and I've put that on around my eyes, including my eyelid. Now this look is quite 40s, 50s maybe, quite a classic look. I'm going to show you with a really bold lipstick as well, so that the focus isn't on the face. The face is quite understated, so that's why I've put this matte foundation on, but I want to create some contouring. Not in the Kim Kardashian way, that's fine if you like that, but that's very heavily made up and I don't really do that kind of look, as you know. So I am going to use luminous powder, but I'm using it in the dark shade rather than bronzer. You could use bronzer if you wanted to, but bronzers are often quite glittery. Yeah, glittery is the wrong word, but quite shiny, because you want to glow all over your face, and that's fine for when you want to use a bronzer. But when you want to use contouring, then the luminous powder is actually better to give you that shape. So this is how it would come to you in a nice palette like this, and you would get a flat brush like this. So that's what I'm going to show you with. So you pick up the powder, and then you want to create a nice kind of round apple shape, so that you want this to kind of look like it's more sunken. So we're not painting stripes like the lovely Kim would do. We are going to go down, but then we're going to blend it with the fatter part of the brush. So create your line and then blend it by turning your brush. So create the line and then change the brush shape, okay? So create the line and then blend. I want to diminish my number of chins that I have. So I'm going to do that also with a darker. So I've done medium powder all over my face, and then this is the dark. So the dark's going to hide, or disguise, should I say. They're still there, but yeah, it's going to disguise it. Then I'm going to change this medium powder. I'm actually now going to change it for the bronzer, just because, as you know, can't do makeup without using bronzer. So I'm going to use now the lovely Living Nature Kabuki brush. This is so soft. You pick up a little bit of the bronzer. You can use this for your medium powder all over your face as well. And I'm going to, okay, I'm going to do this freehand just to move my hair out of the way. I've got no mirror. So I always do it just into your hairline. You could use the flat brush as well if you wanted to, that I used for the shading. You could use that brush if you wanted to. So don't go crazy, don't put loads on. It's just to kind of put a little bit of shape to my face, but that's all I'm going to do. Then I'm actually going to put some blusher on. Today I'm using Cool Winter. changing my brush, and I'm going to use this really nice big blusher brush. The reason I'm using the Cool Winter is because it's got more of a peachy tone. I've done a spray tan a couple of days ago, so my skin is warmer than normal. But the pink Warm Summer is just as lovely. You can always go back for more, but with these minerals, I think I've said to you before, they warm to the skin, so as they kind of settle into your skin, they change, so they kind of like chameleon-like to your skin. So not that one size fits all, because there's different foundation colours and different powders and things, but if your skin changes ever so slightly because it's winter or it's summer, then you can normally get away with the same colour, unless you've done a tan or you've really been on holiday, or you've been out in the sun a lot, or it is in the depths of winter. Just a shade or two is absolutely fine, because they warm to the skin, and they're not flat colours, so they're natural. So if you picked a leaf off the same tree, 2 leaves off the same tree, they're not going to be exactly the same colour, going to be very similar but not exactly the same. So that's how the powders are. They're and all the makeup actually is that they're not flat colours. So very versatile. Okay, so on to the eyes. So I'm going to first of all use the sand as my base. So this is going to go on all over. I have put concealer on, as I said, all over my eyelid as well. But this you want to go all over. So right into the corners and right up to your brow. Okay, so now I have a flat base, so all of my eye is, the skin colour is exactly the same. And now the next thing that I'm going to do is my eyeliner. I'm going to do it down at this stage. So normally you would use black. Everybody does black, everybody shows you how to do black, so I'm going to show you something different. I am going to show you with brown. One, because I've done a tan, and so therefore I feel that brown is a little bit warmer. It's also a little bit softer. So you get your eye pencil in Earth, and as always, give it a sharpen. And then I want you to get your really thin, this is actually an eyebrow brush. It's okay, so I want you to get one of these brushes. Then what I want you to do is put your pencil, so if it is the black, that's fine, whichever colour you're choosing, put the pencil on the very ends of that brush. Now I think I've said to you before as well, when I've shown you on the smoky eye, that everybody's wing needs to be in a different place. So I need to see you to tell you where that is. So I can show you that when you come in for your makeup lessons. I know loads of you are super keen after watching these videos to come in for your makeup lessons when we can book in. So when you're allowed to come in. So I can show you on you. But yes, some people are lower down, some people are higher up. And I do it the most flattering to you. So again, you know, one size does not fit all with a winged eyeliner. But this is going to show you where your line should be. So pop the brush onto your eye. And if you've got enough on, you can see where that line should be. Now, of course, if you've just painted on a liquid eyeliner onto this, that line is going to be harder, which is fine. You could, if you wanted to, use mascara if you've got a favourite colour mascara. Let's say you've got a really funky blue or something like that, and you just couldn't find the right eyeliner in that colour, then use your mascara, it's fine. And of course then you can make this line as big as you want. So if you want to go all the way out to your eyebrow, you can go all the way out to your eyebrow. That's okay. Then I'm going to need a little bit more on my brush. So that's just more pencil. And now where this line is, you fill it in and you just keep drawing in to meet your lash line. And then go along the line to your lashes. Okay. Pop the brush down, and then now you can use the pencil. Now you've got where you want it to be, you can be a bit more definite with your pencil. The thing is, when you're doing it on yourself, you can't have your eye relaxed because you need to see what you're doing, and that's how sometimes it can go not where you want it to be, or it can look a bit jagged. So by painting on the definite straight line with your brush first gives you the confidence to know where it's meant to be. And now what you can see I'm doing is I'm making that thicker. So I'm opening my eyes, taking a look back and seeing how I want it to look. So you can make this as thick as you want it to be and as angled as you want it to be. Just kind of bring it into the middle, no further into the middle to your lashes, and then do just a single line to your to the inner corner of your lashes, and then that will give you more drama. Now what I'm going to do is my waterline, but just on the top. So your waterline is just underneath your eyelashes. So you need to get your pencil underneath. So it always needs to be sharpened, which we've just done. And this gives you a more complete look. It looks a bit more finished and makes that line look even thicker. Okay, so then we can go on to do the other eye. So with my brush now again, and then use that to join in to where it meets your lashes. Then switch, use your pencil. Now you've got that line. You can define it a bit more. You can see how much easier this is than just going straight on with a liquid liner. So you've got a lot more to play with, and you can build it a lot more easily. Do the waterline again. Okay, so I'm happy with where they are. I always like to, wherever I've got liner on, I like to then set it with powder. So you need to find a matching powder colour. So I'm using the Cowrie in Living Nature's range. And I get that brush that I've been using for the eyeliner precision, and I'm going to wet it. I've got a little bit of water here. I'm going to wet it slightly, and then use I use just a corner where I keep my wet bits, rather than wetting the whole eyeshadow palette. And then I go over that eyeliner, and it defines it a little bit more, really intensifies the colour look. And I find then if there were any wrinkly bits, any gaps, this is so easy to smooth it over. I love this eyeshadow because they've got like little gold flecks in it. So it really catches the light really nicely, so really lovely for evening. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to put on just a very small amount of eyeshadow. Remember, we've done the sand all over. And now your options with the Living Nature range would be Tussock, which is a really nice taupe kind of colour, or Blossoms, which is more of a very lovely pale pink. I am going to use the Tussock. Surprisingly, I know, not going for pink today. So you have two options with brushes. You can either use a angled eyeshadow brush like this, or I am going to use this really nice smoky eye brush, even though we're not doing a smoky eye, but it's a really thick round brush, and it goes exactly where you want it, but really can only be used with bigger eyes because it's a very big brush, as you'll see when I put it on my eyes now. So pick up the Tussock and then use the brush to go into the socket, just above the socket, and then meet the corner of your wing. So if you were a really nice blonde, really lovely pale kind of porcelain skin, then the pink looks really nice. And then take it out to meet the wing and the tip of your eyebrows. This really isn't a heavy eyeshadow look at all. It's all about the eyeliner. Okay, so from there you're going to get a more angled, more eyeliner brush. So different to the eyebrow brush that we use for the eyeliner, this is an eyeliner brush, so it's fluffier. Pick up the Tussock again, or the pink, whichever one you used, and go underneath the lower lash line. And I find that just blends it all together. You don't have to do this bit, but I always like to use a little bit underneath the eye, just to make it more complete. Okay, then another brush. Small eyeshadow brush would be fine, or the same one that you used for sand earlier. That's what I'm going to use, and just go right underneath the arch. I'm using sand, right underneath your eyebrows, and then this will give the illusion of lifting your eye. and really accentuating your arch a little bit more. Great. Okay, next step is mascara. Now I'm going to use the Avanti Dynamic Mascara. If you've not heard me harp on about this already, it has the lash growth technology in it. So this lash growth serum that I use every day, this has got that technology in this mascara. Now, we've just done a winged eye, so very much accentuating the outer corners of the eye. And so that is the only place today that I'm going to use the mascara. Unusual, I know, but that's what this look is all about. You don't want to, because my eyelashes are quite long from using the Avanti, so I don't want the mascara on my eyelashes to look too long on the inside just for this look. You see I'm using the tip of the mascara wand to define my outer top eyelashes. Oops, and then use the brush. Don't worry about that, I'll pick that up in a minute. You can of course use black or brown. Depending on how much you want your lashes to show up. Okay. And then I'm going to use the brown, so that was the black on my eyelashes. And then I'm going to use the brown on my eyebrows. Yeah. I was just thinking then whether to use a powder, but I want them to stand out a little bit more. So I'm going to use the Avanti Dynamic Mascara in brown. And I'm just using little lines as if I'm creating hairs. I'm going over where my eyebrows already are, where they're already going, perhaps filling in any gaps, if there are any gaps that you've got. But it's not to make your eyebrows look fake, it's just to define what you've already got. So that makes that look a little bit more complete now. So final step, you can see I've blobbed a little bit of mascara, but I didn't worry about it because I knew that I was going to be putting a little bit more concealer underneath my eyes. So today I'm using medium. Just need a tiny little blob of that with your concealer brush. But before I put any on the brush, I'm just going to dust off that mascara. See how easy? So wait if you make a mistake like that, then just wait for it to dry and then take it off. put your concealer on exactly where you want it to go, and then you can then get a sponge just to blend that in. You could, of course, use your fingers. We're not going right up to the lash line because we've put our lovely shadow there, but just underneath. And if you didn't want to use the sponge, then you could just use your finger just to warm it into the skin. So that's the eyes done. So easy peasy winged eyeliner. Make it more defined if you want to. That's literally just how you apply it on. Winged eyeliner isn't for me, but I know a lot of you like it. And then next step is lips. So I'm going to show you this. We have got a new colour coming out. It's not available for me to order from New Zealand until next week, and then it's got to get here. So, and that's a beautiful red. So I know some of you've been waiting. We have got reds in Living Nature, but unless that particular red suits you, we've got a very deep red, and then we've got Wildfire, but we've got this one called Glamorous coming out, which is more like a bluey red, which we haven't had before. So I would love to have used that today, but haven't got it. So I'm going to use the limited edition Electric Coral. This is really popular. It is limited edition, but it's still available. Comes in with this lovely red packaging. Normally the lipsticks come like this in a black one, with lovely gold inside, and then this beautiful colour. So I'm going to use the lovely Living Nature lip brush to apply. So first of all, with the lip brush, I'm going to use it as a lip liner. So with lip liner, you literally want to go with your own natural lip line. Years ago they used to teach you how to create, so if you've got one side thinner than the other, they used to teach you, I know I was taught how to make it look the same on both sides, which is great if you've got a really full-on makeup, so really thick synthetic foundation and everything. That's okay, because you can hide your natural lip line and you've got a full face of thick makeup on anyway. But actually, even for a glamorous night out, if people are close to you, they can see that it's not right. It's okay from a distance and it's okay on photos and that kind of thing. But really, you just want to enhance your own natural lip line. Don't worry about your little imperfections. They're what makes you beautiful. So I've done just where my natural Cupid's bow is, and then I'm just gonna, you can use a brush for this if you want to, an eyeshadow brush. But just soften that line. and then collect more. You could blot at this stage if you wanted to as well. You could blot again now if you wanted to. And now I'm going down into my lines, into my creases. So every little bit of my lip has got lipstick on it. Again, just keep blotting. The more you blot and reapply, the more layers you're going to have, the more kind of imprinted it's going to be into your lips to last longer. Got, again, like that eyeshadow, got a really lovely kind of goldy flecks in here, so it's really luminous, it's lovely. Okay, happy with that, but I want it to be a little bit more dense. So I'm going to use it now straight out of the stick. Gorgeous, gorgeous summery colour. Real holiday colour. I use this on my holiday in January quite a bit. And then for me, that would be okay for most of you, and that's fine, but I'm going to use the clear, untinted should I say, lip hydrator. I'm going to pop this on. You can use it straight out of here, but if you did, then you would get the lipstick on there, and you just need to wipe that off next time you use it. But I'm going to put quite a bit of the lip hydrator on my finger. You see that's now made it nice and shiny. And that's just, for me, that's just how I prefer to wear them. You could also put that underneath, which I already had. I hadn't told you, but I'd already put that underneath the lipstick. So you've got a really nice base then for your lipstick to go on to. Now looking at my skin, I want a little bit more. Now we're finished really, but I've just noticed I want to give a little bit more colour. I'm thinking now maybe I should have used the Warm Summer, but I'll carry on with this. Yeah, that's better. For me, that's better anyway. This is Cool Winter Blusher. All of the brushes I can get for you, I have most in stock. And then I think we're done. So really wanted to show you that because I don't think you've ever seen such a beautiful strong colour on my lips. And how to show you how to do that winged. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. Okay, let me show you in some different lights. Hopefully I'm not losing you. So very simple, easy peasy to do. A winged eyeliner and a nice strong lip. So any questions or if you need anything, I've got pretty much everything in stock. We'll be placing an order to get that new lipstick in anyway. So if you need any makeup or any Living Nature, let me know so I can add that to the order. Really looking forward to seeing you soon. Still haven't had our government guidelines, so can't give you an update on our opening. People are still saying it's the 4th of July, but as we've not had those guidelines, I'm not holding my breath. As soon as I know, I'll be in contact with you. But you can get onto the priority list if you need to. Just let me know. I'll tell you how that's working. And stay safe in the meantime. Go out and get some vitamin D, and I will see you real soon. Okay, bye.